What's up everyone, this is your boy Jay and I am back with another video for you guys today. And today I just want to make another video for you guys today about an article that I read about yoga. And of course, when it comes to the topic of yoga, it's one of my favorites, but I don't want to talk about myself when it comes to the topic of yoga because, yoga can, especially the practice of yoga, whether you're practicing one of the 8 limbs of yoga or just any forms of yoga too, whether it be the asana practice or just when it comes to just breath work too, and so many other 8 limbs of yoga too. When it comes to those principles, can really just be beneficial for anyone, especially when it comes to just for us practicing a powerful self-care practice that can really help us to really just learn more about ourselves. And it's just like when it comes to this video today too, when it comes to this video and especially the article that I read too by, I think it's called countrytown.com, I believe. And it's just like an interview when it comes to just with these two awesome people too. When it comes to just with this question, can yoga be a force for good? And it's just like really answering that, like really reading this article and really asking this question to myself too. And I was really curious about it also. And I decided just when it comes to, if I'm curious about something, I just pull cards on it too. So as you guys can see in this video, I pulled 4 cards from 4 different decks too, just when it comes to this video. And so the first card that you see is from the Art of Attention Healing cards. I'm just going to show you the boxes, what it looks like too. So the first card that you see on top is from this deck too, Art of Attention Healing cards. I'll just show you what the box looks like down here. So that's the first deck. And the second deck that I'm using also is by Stacy DeMarco, 2 of them. One of them is called the Goddesses and Sirens deck too, by Stacy DeMarco. It's a really awesome deck to have too, especially for those who love to connect with the divine feminine energies here too, or divine feminine energies in general. And with the next one too, with the Gods and Titans, which is the gray one in the bottom left, it just really connects to the divine masculine energies from different cultures too. So if you're a fan of Zeus or Thor or even Hercules too, that's really cool deck to have. And the last one that I'm using too, the bottom right, is from the Magic of Marvel deck too. So if any of you guys love Marvel comics too and wonder what this card is all about, also in the bottom right, this is a deck from Marvel Comics. So when it comes to these cards, and I'm going to reveal too the 4 cards that I pulled when it comes to this video, from this video also, and the article as well. So I'm going to reveal these cards also, and for those who are watching this too, and just really, it's just like curious, can yoga be a force for good, and just feel free to share your thoughts too in the comment section below if you're watching this on, whether you're on any social media platform too. So with that being said, I'm going to reveal these awesome cards here too, just for this video. And I'm just going to reveal the first card here too, which is all about fortune. So as you can see here too, when it comes to fortune, and just really when it comes to fortune, how yoga can be a force for good. It's just like, really when it comes to fortune, learning, having that connection with ourselves too when it comes to our worth. So it's kind of like whether you're practicing yoga for the first time or if you're going to a retreat, or just in general too. It's just like yoga can be, how it can be a force for good, and it can be a force for good for so many ways too. And with this first card too, it can really just help us to just really connect with our self-worth. Really knowing our worth as human beings, whether no matter where you're from too, no matter what size or sexual orientation you're from too. Just when we take the time to just really understanding the principles of yoga, the 8 limbs of yoga too, honoring the traditional practices that came from with the Vedic, the Vedics. I can't even think it. The Vedic traditions too. So it's kind of like really how yoga can really just be a force for good, can really help us know our self-worth with a fortune card. And with the second card that I have too is all about release. So when we take the time to practice yoga for the first time or for the millionth time too, however that feels right for you too, yoga can help you to release anything that's no longer needed, that's holding you back, that you want to let go of, etc. And just like when it comes to release here too, as you can see, in this card that I'm pointing here too, with this card too from the Divine Feminine deck. I mean, the Goddesses and Sirens deck too. So it's kind of like, when we practice yoga, it can really just help us to release anything that's no longer needed. So just, wherever that you want to let go when it comes to your own yoga practice, what you want to let go of, what you want to release, what you want to set free from yourself too, wherever that may be for you. Just like how yoga could be a force for good, it could just really help us to release anything that's no longer needed in our lives. And so with the next card that I have too, which is from the Divine Masculine deck too, is all about fears. And so what this message from the bottom left too, when it comes to how we can really just take an action to just really conquering our fears, it's just like, our own yoga practice when we're creating it and when we are taking the time, on our self-worth with this card, and just really being open to just really release anything that's no longer needed. And just like, when we take action to just really conquer our fears in a very powerful way, it can really just help us to just really learn more about ourselves and to really discover ourselves even more too, when we take the time to just conquer our fears and just really doing that in a very powerful way that can really just uplift us. And how yoga could be a force for good is just, it can help us to take action to really conquer our fears in so many ways. And just, with the last message that I have too, when it comes to this video, is really from Iron Man here too, with this card. It's just like, when we take the time to know our self-worth and just really releasing anything that's no longer needed, and when we take time to really just conquer our fears when it comes to creating our own yoga practice, and just like really knowing too, what the last message on the right here too with Iron Man is, just really knowing what we're protecting. Are we protecting ourselves, protecting, our state of mind, our well-being too? It's really taking heart to that also when it comes to this powerful message with this Iron Man card here too. So when it comes to, let's say, what are we protecting? So it's kind of like, when it comes to creating your own yoga practice, just really taking note of that for yourself too, if you're curious about, going to a retreat or just creating your own yoga practice for yourself too, when it comes to your own self-care and spiritual journey. It's just really, what are we protecting? Protecting our hearts? Are we protecting ourselves, our bodies, our minds, our spirits? Just really taking note of that when it comes to this message here. And so with that being said, that concludes the video too, when it comes to with this video and the article that I read too, that's connected with it too. And I'm going to post a link to the article so you guys can really read it for yourself. And feel free to share any thoughts and and your concerns if you guys have any questions about the article, and if any cards that I pulled too in this video. So with that being said, that concludes the video. I got a lot of stuff to do today too, but much love to all you guys who are watching this video, especially on any social media platform. Feel free to share this video, liking it too, give it a heart, share with your friends, subscribing to either one of my social media platforms, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc. And may we continue to practice self-care that can benefit us, our loved ones, and our environment. And I will see you guys around with more content for you guys to be educated. To be educated and to be entertained, or all at once. So with that being said, I'm going to start waving my hands around, kind of like I'm in a DJ booth too. So I'll see you guys around, and much love to you guys, especially for those who are new to my channel and for those who are just loyal subscribers too. So peace. Namaste.